Hey, beautiful Kathleen. I'm good. How are you, love? Grand Rising Emperor. All is well, my love. Hey, beautiful. Welcome in. Hope y'all having a beautiful day so far. Hope your morning is off to a great start. Cutesy girl, thank you for the follow, love. Hi, beautiful. Come on in this room. Let's see what Spirit got to say today. Hey, Gloria. Welcome in, love. Cutesy girl, I don't answer any free questions from the comments, love. The way that I do my lives, I do a free collective for everybody. But if you want to get a personal reading on live, ask an individual question, you can, my readings are $18.18 for live. And you can send it into one of the payment methods. You're welcome, love. But yes, welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to get into it. For today, if y'all don't mind sharing with at least one person, that will help me out a whole lot. Invite somebody that you love into this room to come get this goodness. If this is your first time here, welcome in. May you forever love it here. If you tribe, you already know we go together real bad, period. Okay. Thank you for that share, Emperor. We're going to get into this collective. I don't know if justice is the theme. I didn't feel led to grab the index cards today. I was seeing this particular Lightseers deck earlier, though, when I was doing my little downloads and having my quiet time. So I do feel that Spirit definitely wants to bring out a message through this deck in particular. So we're going to start with this. If I do need to pick up another deck or something else, we'll do that too. But it's almost feeling like this is the vibe for the day. I like Seer's energy, tarot reading for the collective. Greetings, my love. Welcome in, beautiful. Okay, so let me officially open this up. Thank you, Spirit, for a beautiful day so far. I pray that you bless this live. Let it be all that it needs to be. Let it be full of love, full of truth, full of healing, full of activations. Send in all the tribe that needs to be here, either right now in this moment, Spirit, or later on to watch the replay of this energy. Grand Rising, my love. I do pray, God, that you let the truth flow freely, clear and concise. And please protect us from all negative and unwanted energies. We do block all distractions, all unneeded energies. And we do invite all of our benevolent ones into this reading as well to sit with us, be with us, to help me deliver this truth. And as well to guard us with swords of fire and protect us throughout the entirety of this message. And we thank you for this, Spirit. Ashe. All right. So let's see what the message is. Again, thank you guys in advance for all the follows, all the love, all the shares. If you want to get a personal reading, my list is open. Readings are $18.18. Make sure as well you're tapped into my YouTube channel. You can click the link in my bio to find that, or just type in Coach Terica on YouTube. And you can find the replay from today and all the other lives as well posted there, okay? All right, Spirit, what's the energy for the collective today? What messages do you have for your loved ones? We got the High Priestess out first, the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun card. I love it already. High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles, and the Sun card, okay? So up top is already, giving the Spirit wants to talk about some of the good energy that's coming in. Or I'll even go so far as to say for some of you guys, some of the good things that are coming in as a result of you stepping into your power, stepping into your gifts, okay? A lot of you guys have been doing, if you've been in the tribe and you've been hearing Spirit kind of encourage us to put ourselves out there, start the business, be more purpose focused and oriented in your life. You may now be starting to see, why Spirit is telling you to do that, right? You can see a level of increase in what it is that you're pursuing here. If for some of you it is about you putting content out and things like that, you may have more views on your content, or just be feeling more confident in what Spirit is telling you to post and put out there. For others of you, it could be something completely different here, just being confident in moving forward and making choices in your day-to-day life. A lot of you guys are feeling more confident in that. You're seeing some better results and positive outcomes start to flow into your life here. And Spirit is wanting you to know again that it is because you are in your High Priestess energy, okay, male or female. For a lot of you guys too, this is Spirit getting ready to enlarge your territory by way of your spiritual understanding, okay? Four of Pentacles is coming out here because some of you guys are about to have to get deeply rooted in, spirituality, in all things that are connected to your purpose, and you're going to have to get rooted in all spaces in your life. How beautiful. Welcome in. You're going to have to get rooted in all spaces in your life. So as I talk about often to a lot of the tribe members, right, when we talk about every decision you make, hey, my love, being rooted in an understanding of, okay, let me talk to my ancestors. Let me tap in with my spirit guides. Let me really seek God to make sure this is what I need to be doing. And as well, too, that can look like in some cases just being able to follow your intuition. Thank you for that love, beautiful. Being able to follow your intuition quickly without doubting it, without questioning it. And trusting wherever God is leading you. For some of you guys, you are pulling away from more of a logical mindset. Everything for you may be, numbers, or do it make sense on paper, or, is the math. And if it ain't that, then I'm not going to do it, right? And some of you guys will even take, well, I'll say lean into that logic more than you lean into your intuition. And Spirit may be, trying to change that for you, getting you, into the motion of knowing how to just relax into the unknown. Kawan, thank you for the follow, love. Teaching you how to trust God, even without knowing how everything is going to start, the middle part and the end, right? That, again, pulling away from that logical mindset, okay? So if you know that Spirit has been, kind of urging you to step away from your rigid, logical way of living. Daisy, thank you for the follow as well, love. This could be a confirmation, right? That, once you begin to really trust what God is showing you through your visions, or step away from a less rigid way of, seeing life, then you're going to be able to broaden your perspective to see all that God really has in store for you, and not, deny yourself because you want to stay in this, okay, I've been doing it this way and I'm not going to change it. If it ain't broke, I ain't going to fix it type vibe. But it's okay, it ain't even about being broke, baby love, okay? It's about you expanding. It's about your growth. It's about all, making sure that you accomplish all of the things in which God is, asking you to do, or in which you were sent into this earth to do in the first place. And with you being such a multidimensional being, right, you have to know that that's going to, continue to evolve. That's going to continue to expand, especially as long as you in the energy of having good breath in your body, honey. You still, young in spirit and in your heart. you still well body, well capable of working and, you know, putting out good energy into the world. It's like, yeah, spirit is going to continue to give you assignments in which to do. So you have to be flexible on that pivot foot, baby, okay? And that pivot foot is the spirituality. The spirituality is where we stay rooted, right? Because we know the pivot foot don't really move, but we're able to just kind of bounce around and move around this center, right? Keeping God at the center of everything, spirituality at the center of everything. But the expansion and how you work that wiggle, yeah, a lot of you guys really are, you know, you're being forced out of your comfort zone here. Okay, tell us what else, spirit, but all for good reasons, again, right? Because I tell y'all often, right, that a lot of times when we pray for God to change certain things, or when we pray for God and or pray and we say, well, God, I want this outcome, or I want to be in this position, we may not understand or know, you know what I'm saying, off top, that it's going to look this way, or it's going to take all of these changes being made, or it's going to be such a drastic turnaround for you, you know, or just a new way of living, thinking, being, right? But when you're in motion of that, this is why spirit is urging you to just surrender to it, because, you know, don't resist what it is that you're really asking for in general, right? Is what I'm trying to say here. Even though this part may be a little scary, it's like, okay, God, I ain't know that it was going to, you know, play out like this. Just please know and take this as a confirmation that you're still in full motion towards everything that God has promised you, towards everything that you have, you know, really been working with your spirit team to manifest here, okay? So whatever elevation, evolution, you know, comes with that, be okay with it, okay? Don't limit yourself. Don't tell yourself that you can't do this or you can't do that. When God is really pushing your limits here, you know, don't put yourself in an unnecessary box or in any unnecessary energy here, okay? It doesn't allow you to be the full unorthodox reflection of the Most High, okay, beautiful souls. What else, Spirit, needs to be said here? Yeah, Spirit said that's the truth. Ace of Swords coming out here. Some of you guys, too, this is about your ideas, okay? And I feel like, you know, this was kind of like a little bit of what came out in the last message, too. But Spirit is on y'all heavily because it's time to work, okay? It's time to work. And I know for a lot of people, seeing this message is just you know, double, triple, quadruple confirmation for you, like, because you know God is really pushing you into that energy to do something different here. But again, understanding the seriousness of not procrastinating, not doubting yourself, not worrying, you know, that you won't be able to step up to the plate or complete the assignment or understand the assignment. Yeah, that's the energy that you have to move beyond at this time and give God a very relentless yes, okay? A very relentless surrender here. Queen of Cups is here as well, okay? Paying attention to it as well, to how she kind of has her hands up, right? Almost in that full surrender position here. As well, the Cups energy can talk about water, emotions, going with the flow of things, right? Flowing like water. So that can also as well, you know, reiterate that energy of just surrendering to the fact that you are fucking amazing, you're powerful, surrendering to the fact that you are very gifted and that God did call you, okay? Heavy emphasis, I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who, you know, either all your life or in the past, maybe you wrestled a lot with insecurities, and in particular, you know, always having had people verbally abuse you and tell you what you are not, or what you're not good enough to be, or what you're not able to do, right? You didn't have a lot of people, you know, encouraging you. That wasn't always the energy. You had to find reasons. Hi, baby, I'm good. How are you? You had to find reasons and ways to encourage your own self in the midst of everything, you know, because that just wasn't the atmosphere, right? And so even now that can be spilling over into, you know, your ability or your willingness, lack thereof, right? Anthony, thank you for the follow. Very good, beautiful. to be able to surrender to this situation. Jennifer, thank you for the follow as well too. Always fearing what people are going to think, right? Because even this Page of Pentacles being here represents you taking up this new idea, takes, you taking up this new way of doing and being. For some of you, this is the energy of you claiming your spiritual gifts, walking in that, being okay with saying, yes, I am a fucking psychic. Yes, I am an empathic being. Yes, I am a healer. Yes, I am, fill in whatever the blank is for you, right? But doing it without worrying about, well, are people going to challenge me in this position? Or, if are people going to come to me with that, well, you need to prove it, type vibe, or, oh, that person ain't this, or they ain't doing nothing, or da 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 da. Yeah, that can still be a factor for you, or something that you wrestle with, due to whatever this childhood may have looked like for you, or again, whatever the atmosphere is. Because for some of you, it was even in adulthood, you still were not in atmospheres that were not conducive to, encouraging you to be better, or to do better, or even to have an understanding of spirituality here. Okay, so for some of you, this is like an all new thing. This as well is reflecting how you are the curse breaker, because you are the first person in your family or lineage to step up into spirituality in this way, to, really, really, not just go have this religious or surface level understanding of God and, oh yeah, we go to church, we've been going to church for years, but know what it really means to serve God, to step up, to live a purpose outside of, oh, we just following the family traditions. Mama and them did this, grandmama and them did this, so I gotta do it too. No, God is pulling us again out of these boxes, out of these same old cycles, right? It's just going on and on and on, and causing us to do something different here, right? You see how this pentacle even as well representing that circle energy, full circle cycles, right? So as you guys are coming out of those foolish ass cycles of, just doing things in a very rudiment way, or not looking or acknowledging when God is telling you to do more, because well, why do more when everybody else around me is only doing the bare minimum? Why do more when I know people are going to challenge me when I try to do more, or make fun of me, or whatever. No, you're saying fuck all of that, right? Whatever conversation I can have with that, giving myself reasons why I shouldn't do this. Now let's switch the topic. Let's switch the narrative and talk about how I got to do something different. Let's talk about how I'm not finna keep losing sleep because God on my ass about doing something different. I can't keep procrastinating on this, right? So forget the naysayers. We're not reading the negative comments here, And that could be physically for some of you, if this is about you putting yourself on social media. That could be literally not reading the negative comments if that's something that you're worried about. But in general, just not listening to people who have something negative to say about what God has told you to do. Period. And even beyond those things, that it's like, okay, well, I'm honed in on and focused on what God said. But even what we've been talking about too, you acknowledging self, you acknowledging your own desires, and understanding how a lot of times you doing that means that you do have to say no to other people, or no to other ideas, no to atmospheres, right? And again, there may be a number of people that want to challenge that, or want to try to distort your positive change into something negative, because it means that they can't mooch off of you, or they can't have access to you, on this, in this level, or this way, Grand Rising, my love, anymore. But baby, you see how she's standing here in the tree pose, baby? May I be rooted like a tree by the rivers of water on what, I'm saying, thus said the Lord, what God told me to do. Thank you for that love, beautiful soul. So y'all can think all y'all want, y'all can say all y'all want, but that shit is not going to make me waver on this new way of living. It's not going to make me waver on understanding that God is a part of everything that I do. It's not going to make me be ashamed of talking about that or representing that. And even if I got to do that by myself, even if I got to be the trendsetter in whatever community or atmosphere that I'm in and represent God in that way, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And this is why, right? Because back to the beginning message, you had the high priestess and then the 10 of Pentacles to come out. And I said that for a lot of you, your territory is expanding. You're getting more. You're getting more opportunities. You're about to get this, right? Because of this spiritual gift, the high priestess energy. Because of what God is giving you. So all the time and effort that you're putting into this now, all the seeds that you're sowing, right? Because this is Pentacles energy too. What we put into the earth, what we grow, what we nurture about ourselves. That one page of Pentacles energy is going to turn into a 10 of Pentacles here. To fruitful surroundings, to a fruitful life, to, again, everything that you've been praying for and trying to manifest. Because here it is. The Chariot is here to the 10 of Cups. So this is fast movement, and you're on a fast-paced track here towards everything that you, again, have been trying to manifest on a higher level. And this 10 of Cups is like a double confirmation, because when you see the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles in one spread, absolutely, that's talking about the fullness of your manifestations and speaking to as well how joyful and happy it's going to make you. So for a lot of you, if you're in the energy now to where this is brand new for you, you having to stand up, and be in this spiritual energy. And again, you really are feeling like, okay, I'm in this by myself, right? I know God got me. I know my spirit team got me. But when it comes down to the human aspect of it and the ones that are around me, ain't nobody on this. You know what I'm saying? Ashe. Ain't nobody on this energy, or you know what I'm saying? Nobody's really understanding the depths of it. Like God is pushing me to understand. So that means that I have to have a very, again, sturdy, unmovable standpoint when it comes down to making the choice to be about that spiritual life. Yeah, look, standing on their business, 9 of Wands here. And it came out with the death and the rebirth. So I'm telling you, this is a confirmation for what I'm seeing here. For some of you, this is going to be a big change for you. It already is a big change. A lot of my messages, will come out and really be dealing with some of us who have been on this journey for a while. But I heavily feel like this message is, really, really inclusive to those who may just really be getting on their spiritual journey here. And when I say like just getting on it, I mean like maybe like a year or less. That you just been like serious about it and really trying to see like what does it mean for you? What is it gonna look like for you here? Yeah, so it's like you may be coming into an energy to where spirit is about to, test you, or even if it's not spirit testing you, just life in general, earthly matters are about to test you in your spiritual nature here. And spirit is telling you, stand on their business. Royal Rich Rising, my love. Welcome in, beautiful. And I'm seeing heavily that whatever this energy is that could be, coming towards you to like challenge you, like it's an energy that wants to make you feel ashamed about your spirituality. And again, like y'all take this, with what it resonates, or who take it as it resonates is what I'm trying to say. But I feel like, and I feel all of my collective, but some messages, it's like certain people are really like, it's like you pulling on me. Okay? That this message is really going to like stick out to you here. But when I say you pulling on me, I really feel you. Because heavy emphasis on that shame factor. Somebody has been working really hard to get rid of the shame factor in your life, because you've either had so many people to hold that energy of shame over you for so long. Thank you for that love, beautiful. Or there may be an energy to where it's like there's certain things that you haven't forgiven yourself for. So it's easy for others to come in and make you feel ashamed for things, because it's like you're still facing certain realities when it comes down to the fact of what happened. Thank you for that love, beautiful. But as I've been telling you guys, God has released you in that energy of forgiveness. Baby, you have been cleansed. You have been cleared away. As long as you receive that energy in your life, as long as you forgive yourself and operate in that same energy too, you get what I'm saying? Then that's when, you know what I'm saying, you get in this space to where nobody can come and hold anything over your head. And especially not holding anything that's going to keep you from feeling like you can grow, or, you know what I'm saying, again, evolve into whatever these spiritual gifts and responsibilities are for you. Thank you for that love, beautiful. So for some of y'all, this is going to be a big change for you here. And the change can even be, you know, a new self-realization, like, damn, I don't have anything to be ashamed of anymore. I don't have to keep walking around here with my head held down, or, you know, being quiet about what God has told me to say or do, because I'm so, you know what I'm saying, haunted by these voices. And whether the voices actually exist or not, because sometimes when you live in an energy of insecurity, some of the voices that you hear are not necessarily coming from an external place. This is just, you know, you regurgitating certain things and things that you're saying to yourself. But sometimes it may feel easier to think like, oh, this is what other people think, because that thought also validates what you already think about yourself. So again, it's almost, you know, we ain't gonna get too deep into that science tonight, but the point is, my love, as God is urging you to do more, to, you know, do honorable things, to be in a spiritual energy, please know that that is because you're worthy of that. You know, there's not, you can't even use that as an excuse like, well, God, I can't do this, or I don't want to call myself a healer, or I don't want to step into this responsibility because, you know, I have a past, I got dirt on my life, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm not perfect, I'm still healing, and da 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 da, right? Because again, I'm telling you that for a lot of you, your slate has been cleared. So that imperfection energy, let that go. And to be honest, until we all pass into the next lifetime, and Lisa, thank you for the follow, love, you're still going to be healing. Okay, so that ain't no excuse either to not be moving forward and helping others heal. Don't you know that that is even a part of some of you guys' healing process, being a healer, stepping up? So don't think again that nothing about what you have going on is a shortcoming or something that disqualifies you from being who God told you to be, my love. I promise you it ain't that easy to get out of your responsibility if you chosen, if you called, okay? And whoever I'm speaking to today, that's you. Okay, y'all already know this tribe is full of chosen ones. So it is pretty much all of y'all. Yeah, look, because the judgment card is falling out here with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I'm telling you, it's time for a lot of you guys to step up into this energy here. This is the judgment call that Spirit is making and saying that it's your turn, baby. And again, you speaking to somebody who a year ago from now was not in this position, was not on live, was not putting out content like that. Or I had just started putting out content, but I for sure wasn't on live doing what I do now, helping others. But that same tap on the shoulder, that same call that I'm telling some of you guys that God is doing for you now, the same thing happened to me. And as I told you guys before too, beyond all of, you know, whatever little insecurities I could have had, baby, I was going to be obedient. And even when I didn't feel ready to put myself out there, I still did what God told me to do. Now, as I began to see the impact of it, it made me feel more confident. It was easier for me to get rid of those insecurities that may, you know, have still resided there. Because it's like, yeah, first of all, you should never fear anything, you know, when God is telling you to do it. Because you're going to be good. God got you. But for whatever fears that I was creating in my mind, yeah, I was able to knock that shit down, you know what I'm saying, and be done with it once I got into that motion of just being obedient. So for some of you, that's what it's going to be. It's just as simple as taking that first step. For a lot of y'all too, that needs to be the energy, right? When you talk about how can you invest in yourself and do better by you, invest in yourself by figuring out what your spiritual gifts are. Get readings, you know what I'm saying? Like, if spirit is leading you to somebody that you trust, that you know is intuitive, or that you really resonate with, and you don't know what your gifts are, tap in with that person, get a read and find out what that is, so that you can have a starting point, right? For those of you who are really just at the beginning of things here. But even for those of you that are already in motion, you already know, about your gifts, or at least about, some of them, you're learning about them, right? One by one here. It's your time to act like you got these gifts, baby. Put them into motion. Okay? What else, Spirit? Yeah. Because it's time for things to come full circle for a lot of you here. Okay? Yep, look, devil card at the bottom of the deck. And this full circle moment again could be you closing out old cycles here. For a lot of you guys as well too, the evolution message correlates with you coming out of certain atmospheres. For some of you, it's your own family. For some of you, it's a job that you're working. For some of you, it's friends. For some of you, it's a relationship that you're in. Okay? And it could be with an energy that is, in this vibe, right? The devil codependency here. Some of it could just be straight up darkness, you know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of evil shit that you could, have been brought up in, or, connected to here. Confirmation for somebody. Okay. As well too, that energy of when I said something about breaking curses on your lineage, right? You being the first one to actually take spirituality seriously and things like that, right? Yeah, that's where these full circle moments are coming into. Okay, for some of you guys as well too, your family hasn't seen somebody in years who has actually taken spirituality serious. Thank you for that love, beautiful. Welcome in. Yes, I'm glad to see you. Thank you for all that love. Some of you guys, your family for years, centuries hadn't acknowledged God, right? So you coming into the picture and being that one is a full circle moment, right? From the last time that it happened, I am beautiful, and I hope the same for you. From the last time that it happened, right, however many years ago, thank you for the love, to now you being the one to bring that energy or reintroduce that energy back into the bloodline to finally be able to, heal it, right? Thank you for all the love, beautiful. So for some of you, you are the full circle, right? You are bridging the gap to make the circle come to a complete close here by whatever it is that you represent, or you stepping up in these gifts, okay? So this is powerful, and this is why Spirit is letting you know, Ashe, beautiful, it's nothing to take lightly here. It's nothing to take lightly. And as well too, even just in this tribe, in my readings, any message that Spirit keeps putting out or reiterating is because, like, yeah, it's go time here, okay? Queen of Swords here. And for a lot of you, again, this is just you stepping up into your truth here, okay? Whatever this is, I'm seeing a queen of swords here, male or female. Archie, thank you for the follow. This could be a true speaker, okay? Some of you guys will be readers. You will be psychics, right? Some of you guys will be mediums. Some of you guys will just be simply visionaries, right? Okay, this is giving like CEO energy as well too, okay? Because even the Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So this for sure, right, can equal up to, CEO energy for somebody. You have a vision for a business, entrepreneurship. But as well, this is talks about the success of it. You being, rich and wealthy, literally, in your money and your physical resources, right? Ja, thank you for the follow, love. So yeah, this is some of you guys' energy here. It's about leadership in some sort of right, okay? We've been talking about too, a lot of you guys stepping into an energy of like activism or, motivational speaking, okay? A swords energy as well can represent any form of like communication, like talking and things like that. Jennifer, thank you for the follow, love. Okay, so some of you guys may be starting like a podcast, or you may even want to get on radio, broadcast or something like that here. Some of you guys as well, this is just the energy of you speaking about, the Most High. Some of you guys may even take on like a role that is kind of like evangelistic or pastoral here, okay? Even if it's not you being like a pastor of a church or anything, or being in an actual church doing these things, it is still about you being in the position of being a person who spreads the good news about the Most High here, okay? So take it how it resonates. Some of you guys are going to be revealing things, okay? That's the way in which you're going to be speaking the truth. You're going to be uncovering truths, that are relevant to the world or just relevant to your story in particular, okay? For some of you guys too, your business is going to begin, or your story of stepping into your purpose is going to begin. Hi, my love. Harley, thank you for the follow. It's going to begin once you speak your truth and tell your story, okay? Spirit been heavily talking about that too, for you guys to release your story, talk about it, okay? No matter how sensitive you think the topic is, no matter, how long it's been, how fresh it may be, right? Speak your truth, tell your story, okay? For some of you, that's going to be how you attract your tribe. That's how you're going to literally put your beacon of light out there that's going to call the people in that can relate to you in your story, okay? For some of you guys too, you're going to be a place in which people can come to speak their truth, okay? You're going to hold the space of honesty for people, all right? This Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords combo can also give an energy of extreme safety, like you holding a space of safety and truth. Pentacles energy can represent, root chakra, feeling grounded, feeling at home, feeling secure. Plus, the energy or the safety that comes with knowing that you're in an honest atmosphere, or you can speak your truth and not be judged by somebody, right? Some of you guys may be holding that type of safe space for people here, okay? Take it how it resonates, and I don't want to limit it to what I just said here. Thank you for that love, beautiful soul. But those are just some of the scenarios that I'm seeing here, right? But Your Majesty, thank you for the follow. A lot of you already know in particular the ways in which God has been dealing with you on what position you need to take in this world, and not just what job or what position title that other people give you, but what did God send you here to do, okay? And how can you bring that into a tangible, idea, or put it into like a verb, a motion where you're doing it, you're showing up in this energy, okay? For a lot of you, it's really not going to be difficult, when we talk about the setup. Some things for a lot of you guys will already be set up, because when I stop shuffling, the Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. This is our career card, okay? Some of you, it will already be a position that's going to be provided to you, and this position will let you have free reign to live in your truth, to speak your truth, okay? Thank you for that love, beautiful. Ashe. This position will, be open for you to come in and do your job or show up in your purpose without, people fighting against you, or without you having to fight other people. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good atmosphere, a good setup that's already in place for you to just walk in and be fucking you, be who God told you to be, okay? For some of you, this is, again, what you are creating, okay? You see how she's sitting in a chair, she's facing these things here. It's almost like she's thinking, she's overlooking, her ideas here. So for some of you, this is you sitting in that CEO seat again, that entrepreneurial seat here. But again, whatever you're creating in this seat or from this position equals out to you being a successful visionary here, or a successful business owner, altogether, okay? And I do feel too that spirit, A lot of times we'll be emphasizing that, some of you guys have really good ideas that you need to stop sleeping on, okay? Some of y'all been having the same recurring idea or dream for years. It keep coming back. You can't overlook it. You can't escape it, right? And Spirit is letting you know that that is for a reason, because that's something, that's a vision, that is an idea that you need to work. You need to put to work here, okay? Even if God is showing you the bigger picture, God will show you as well how to break it down and size it down to step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, okay? All he needs, again, is your surrender and your willingness to do the work here, okay? Just do the work, all right? And for a lot of you, even if it does feel like it's something that's, again, overwhelming, or it's just like, I don't know where to start or what to do, trust me when I tell you that God is helping you at this time and giving you that clarity and guidance that you need, okay? What else about this, Spirit? I love this. And I love, too, that this is, thank you, Spirit. Just as I'm about to say it here, 7 of Pentacles can talk about patience, or something that is, done over an amount of time here. And I was just about to say that Spirit had been kind of, preparing us since last year that you're going to have to get to work here. This is why Spirit was telling us before, too, when we had them readings, the Spirit was like, all right, now when these people start running towards you, don't run the other direction, okay? When I start sending people towards you who need your help, who are looking for you to show up and live in your purpose and to be confident in your gift, don't run and hide. Don't tuck your tail, right? Because this is what I have been preparing you for all this time. This is what I've been, getting you prepared for. The seeds that you've been sowing into the ground. Thank you for that love, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? The way that I've been telling you to harvest and invest in yourself and love on yourself and sow into yourself here is because when it's time for it to sprout and your fruit starts showing, right? People like, ooh, I like the fruit that you bearing. Tell me how you did that. What can I do to get that, right? How can you help me here? Yeah. And a lot of you guys are going to be stepping up and helping people in their shadowy parts, on their dark night of the soul here, right? The moon card can represent, doing shadow work or dealing with those spaces of, darkness, where it's like, man, I feel like this is my weakness. Hi, baby. This is something that I'm still trying to overcome and I'm still trying to heal from. And that's what I'm telling you. For a lot of you guys, Spirit will be strategically placing you in a position to where things that you've already healed from, there are going to be people that come to you that you can help fully in that capacity right there, right? You ain't got to think beyond what you've already healed from. You ain't got to try to figure something out and, well, I don't know, I ain't learned that part yet. No, that what you have learned, that what you have mastered, my love, that's where Spirit is putting you to work here, okay? Again, don't forget that our first card out was the High Priestess. So this is somebody who has, mastered their shadow work. They have really, really tapped in, and they have an unending connection here with the Most High. Crown chakra wide open, receiving downloads, receiving, communication from God, right? So however this looks for you, again, even if you're just starting this, you're hearing God. What I'm saying? These intuitive nudges are more than just that. It's more than just a nudge, right? So even that understanding and learning how to, master what that communication is going to sound like, feel like, smell like for some of you guys, right? Depending on what your clair is, some people hear, some people literally can smell and channel from that. Some people can, just see it in their third eye, like a vision in their mind. Some people can look at certain items and channel messages or channel the energy off of it. Some people can, again, listen to music and lyrics and words and get messages. So however it's coming through for you, you're learning, you're exploring that aspect. But, right, the thing that Spirit is encouraging you in during this time, right? And whether you're just beginning or you're already a vet and kind of trusting your intuition here, there still remains this need to reiterate, baby. Don't doubt that. Don't doubt it ever. Okay, so I do feel that Spirit is really, really reinstilling and just, juicing up a lot of you guys' confidence at this time in yourself, in what God is telling you to do. And even understanding that a lot of things that you may just be looking at yourself and saying like, damn, why do I feel like this? Or where is this coming from? God is wanting you to know like, hey, that's me, right? That's the peace of God that I've left. When we say God is within us, that's that God that I've left within you that's ready to be activated here, that's ready to go to work. That's also your external understanding of divine source here. Some of you guys too, it could literally be through nature. You could feel like Mother Nature been trying to get your, attention through the animals or through things that you see when you go outside, like whatever it is here. It's all, again, a big confirmation that you're getting here to know that this is spirit letting you know, hey, I'm calling you into more here. Yeah. Eight of Swords coming out with the Hierophant. So some of you guys, again, you have felt very bound by limitations that you either put on yourself or that you've allowed others to put on you to keep you from stepping fully into this Hierophant mode. And the Hierophant, again, is somebody who is clearly confident in their ability, to be this human, but also be a divine source. You see how there's just an open stairway here? Thank you for that love, beautiful. So this is somebody that knows that they can go there at any point in time. They can communicate with the Most High. They can go and get what they need spiritually, bring it back to this earth and alchemize it and give it out and do what needs to be done here. So a lot of you, God is letting you know, baby, you are an Hierophant, and even if you feel like I'm just starting, like that ain't me, no, you too, because Spirit wants you to know you're a Hierophant because I ordained you with the gift first and foremost. Let's start there. You're qualified, baby, because you already got the gift. Okay? Now, that added bit of mastering the gift, knowing how to use it, putting the gift to work, yeah, right? That's the next step. That's a part of the human process, overcoming all the limitations, again, that want to tell you that you're not this Hierophant, and finding ways to just step the fuck up and do what you got to do. Be who you need to be, right? Okay? H. Butler, thank you for the follow. So for a lot of you, this is the space that you're in right now, right? And for a lot of you too, again, if you've already been in this energy, this could just be a reminder for you that where you are right now, to remain extremely confident in what God is telling you to do. Again, because I do see that there is, for everybody here, there's going to be some tests coming up here that will really cause you to have to put into motion what you have learned. It will cause you to have to really, really move and decide and think, right? Take the perspective from a place of spirituality and higher thinking here, higher understanding, okay? And don't worry, the test is nothing to fear. Just know that, again, you have to take this standpoint of standing on the business that, we all have learned our lessons in different ways. God has all given us different commands and ways in which we need to show up or do this or do that. So whatever God has spoken to you directly, my love, that's what you need to be, exemplifying here in this test. This is how you need to be showing up, okay? Yeah, look, Emperor coming out here with the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So Spirit is letting a lot of you guys know, like, you ready for this, right? The Emperor is like all the kings put together. He has mastered, the Cups energy, the Swords energy, the Wands energy, and the Pentacles energy, right? He's well balanced. It's like there's no question on this test that I ain't ready for. I done been there, done that, right? So for a lot of you, this is, again, the type of confidence that Spirit is trying to, instill in you, and even letting you know, right, that how do you know that you're ready? Yeah, when this test comes, or when I put you in this position to stand on that business, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Stand on it. Take the opportunity to do it. And that's how it happens, right? That's how we build the strength. Is one scenario at a time that we get to show up and make the right decision. Thank you for that love, right? And every time we make the right decision, and especially see the repercussions of it come through in such a positive way, it builds our confidence. So the next time it comes around, it's a little less sweat, on the brow when making the choice to, I said what I said, right? It gets easier. It gets easier, right? But it does start with that first time, just doing what you got to do here, okay? Thank you for that love, beautiful. Little Trippy, thank you for sharing as well, okay? So please know, you guys, that again, when this energy comes for you to really, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm hearing too that somebody may even, come to you on the energy of like wanting to work with you type vibes, right? And there may be an opportunity for you to name your price. Okay, we talked about that a little bit last year too when we was doing some of those finance readings. There may be an energy for you to like really just name your price, because I said that too, when the Eight of Pentacles, I don't think I took the card out, but it was at the bottom of the deck. And I was talking about the Eight of Pentacles. This could be either you in the CEO seat, or Shayla, this could be, some other organization that you're working for, to where the opportunities are very conducive to you, the benefit, at the benefit of you, right? So some of this could even be you coming into certain situations to where they're like, okay, let us know what you want to be paid, or how we can, compensate you to where, you feel like you're getting what you're worth in some sort of way here. In exchange for what it is that you're giving us or adding to us as a company or as a position here, okay? So God is telling you not to lowball yourself. Ashe, I love it. God is telling you not to lowball yourself here, or allow yourself to be lowballed by anybody, okay? And I don't feel that anybody is trying to. Like, this scenario don't give me that. But it does give me, again, like, for some of you, this may be the test that you have to pass. Like, how you gonna set shit up for yourself. I talked about that energy before too. Jeffrey, thank you for the follow. Real love, thank you for the follow. Whatever that, I think that was Bill Gates had that blank check. He signed it and he handed it to that woman on the interview. He was like, you fill in whatever number you want. He was like, this is your opportunity. The check is blank. You write what you want, write what you think you're worth, in this moment, any number. She was struggling, baby. Thank you for that love. Oh my God, is this a setup? Is this a trick? Like, I don't know what to put. I shouldn't be da 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 da. And it's like them the type of opportunities where God be looking at us like. Now, when I had you in the Seven of Pentacles and I asked you to be patient, you be on the floor crying every day. God, please, when is going to be my turn? I just need somebody to come through and bless me and da da da. And then it's like when I hand you the blank check, or I send you somebody who got the money like that and hand you a blank check, and you get to acting like you don't know what to write on it, and everything else is like, what do you want me to do here? How can I help you? Okay. So some of y'all, again, that's where you're going to have to find your balance as well, too. That's also where you're going to have to take accountability, because sometimes it's easy to try to scapegoat God and be like, God, I've been asking you for this, and I told you I wanted this, and to give me this, and to give me this. But you have to be real where certain opportunities come through to where you don't align with that shit, you know what I'm saying, to get what God got for you here, okay? Or, even we talked about too, being in a position to where it's hard for you to ask for help or accept help. You're praying and asking for God to come through and bring things into your life, but you have to realize too that some of these things are going to come through people, right? Even that's biblical, right? That's something the Spirit talks about. I will send men into your life to give from their bosom to yours, right? They're going to give straight from their own goods and their abundance into your life. And even though it's coming physically from a man, please know that this is still an extension of God blessing you. So you're going to have an okay relationship with accepting help or asking for help. Thank you for that love, beautiful. Okay. And if you don't, what I'm saying, you really do risk, again, self-sabotaging all the things that God has for you here, or how good things can get for you. Okay. And God just does not want that. Okay. I want you to know that it's not you passing the test. You self-sabotaging is not you passing the test. Okay. But surrendering to goodness, surrendering to the help that's coming in here as well, stepping up to be the help for some of you guys. This is your time to really be out there, to shine, to put your light out here so people can see you. And you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, whatever you're doing in that spotlight, Ace of Wands here, okay? And the wands as well is like fiery energy, You know, even when we talk about, you know, being seen, and if somebody is stranded, one of the first things they want to do is, you know, light a fire. Maybe somebody can see me from above, you know, or find me here. But, you know, for a lot of you, this is just, again, the one's energy, fire, your power, you putting yourself out there in a way to where others can really observe you and see you in a way that is healing to them. Okay, some of you guys too, thank you for that love. Like I said, really, really do what you have to do to break away from the negative words. Okay, it does not matter. It does not matter. It's not anything for you to factor in. It ain't no need for you to take no constructive criticism. It don't make you no better person unless somebody sit there and talk about what they don't like about what you got going on. No. The only thing that you need to, you know, be solid in is that you and God is on the same page with this vision, and that you're doing and in alignment with what God is telling you to do in that moment, in that, you know, sense of divine timing. Okay, that's the only thing that you need to worry about. Everything else, you know what I'm saying, let it roll off. Okay. Now, of course, again, you're going to be very much in communication, you know, in agreement with those who are your tribe or who will be attracted to you or who have that like mind. Thank you for that love, beautiful, and welcome in, right? So, of course, you know, if people are encouraging you or speaking life into what you're trying to do, you're free to absorb that and take that, you know. It's okay, beautiful. We still in the motion of it, right? You did miss some in the beginning, but we in the motion of it. Ashe, my love. But yeah, you are free to take those words and you know what I'm saying, like feed that into, you know, what you're already feeding and nurturing for yourself. But just like you wouldn't stand over your own shit and be like speaking death or speaking negatively over it, it don't make sense to allow nobody else to do it. And I don't care if people try to, you know, justify the reason why in which they feel the need to speak negatively on over what you're doing. God said not so. Thank you for that love, beautiful. Okay, God said not so. We're speaking to, you know, the positive aspects of things. We're speaking life into everything that God is telling us to do. Okay. And if there's nobody, again, who is around you, who agrees with that, who goes along with it, oh fucking well, okay? We not gonna keep talking to them about it. Even that energy too of, you know what I'm saying, like people like, well, you know, I think you should do this, or, you know, offering up their opinion and you ain't asked for shit. No thank you. Hey my love. No thank you. Because right now, baby, I need everything to reflect faith in my life. I need everything to feed my confidence in being able to continue to move forward on what God is telling me to do. And I'm going to be real with y'all. There will be times to where that is a very solitary thing, okay? There will be days, again, you know, this is why when we all have our own individual visions, it's individual for a reason. There will be aspects sometimes that people do not understand. And you will find that it's healthier, it's safer for you to nurture your ideas, your thoughts, and whatever this is in the privacy of your own quietness. And, you know what I'm saying, out of the opinions and out of the reach of others, because you're going to understand how delicate this is, how much of a baby this is. In the same way in which you would protect your child, you're not going to let nobody come and be talking about your child or just putting their hands all over your shit, or for, you know, even thinking about, you know, a person that talk too much, all that fucking saliva coming out your mouth, you spitting across my baby head. No. Shut the fuck up. I'm not going to keep letting you do that. So for a lot of you, there will be times to where, you know, you're really going to have to be, you know, diligent in the ways in which you encourage yourself, because some people may not understand. And in their lack of understanding, they may say ignorant ass shit that will piss you off. Thank you for that love. And sometimes you just don't need that irritation while you already, again, thank you for the love there, trying to, you know, encourage your own damn self. So take all of that into consideration, my loves, when we talk about how serious you need to take this position here. When it comes down to being this protector of your gift and of the things that God told you to do, thank you for that love. Ain't shit sweet. I'm not going to let y'all sit around here and make fun or take lightly what I'm doing or what God told me to do. Especially when I understand how much of an honor this is to be in this position, to be chosen. Of course, I don't expect a fucking peon who don't have no, real understanding of what God is or abundance or anything that is rich and wealthy. I don't expect you to understand. But I'm for sure not going to let you sit up here and make no ignorant comments across my shit. You're not going to be allowed to sprinkle that into my fertile ground or into my across my harvest here. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, because for some of y'all, it's going to be some people from your past here. 6 of Cups. We've been talking about how motherfuckers going to be trying to creep their head up or peek back in for one reason or the other. For some people, once they see you really getting out here and doing your thing or announcing your business or in the motion of your business or whatever this is. Oh, look at you. You big time now. Oh, I seen you on social media. What made you get into that? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all already know how I go. Like, and this be the thing that really eats me alive, right? Bitch, if you gonna be shady, throw the shade with your chest, ho. But that indirect shit, that passive aggressive shit, we ain't doing that. And for a lot of y'all, like a lot, y'all may have dealt with some of this energy in the past and just kind of swept it under the rug because it's like, man, I don't want to be that person. Like, because you know how it is, a motherfucker be, fake way shady. But then when you directly address it, they try to gaslight you and like, oh, calm down. Like, I was just playing. Like, it wasn't that serious. Yes, the fuck it was. Yes, it was. At least when you say, how do you deal with it directly, what do you mean? Thank you for that love, beautiful. Thank you for supporting the Daily Goal. So it's like, bitch, you can try to act like I'm overreacting all you want to. But again, you stick your neck out there to get in my way or to be shady or to do whatever, and that bitch get cut. Blame your own damn self. Because why is you so invested in what the fuck I got going on anyway? Malik, thank you for that follow. Why is you like looking for something wrong with what I'm excited about or what I got going on anyway? When you're asking like, what do you say to them? It depends, right? It depends on what scenario in particular you're talking about. Some people, nothing. You don't say shit to them. Some people is literally going to look like you just blocking the motherfucker. I don't respond to nothing you saying. No, you can't say nothing to me. No, you can't just give your little opinion or anything like that. But then there's this flip side of like, what I'm speaking of in this example. Thank you for that love. To where if you dealing with somebody that's like, trying to be indirectly shady about something, you can address it in that moment and be like, well, I hate you feel that way, but X, Y, and Z. I'm confident in this. I'm doing this because of this. And this is why I say too, is really kind of iffy because some people ain't gonna deserve that much of an explanation. They really not. They're really not. Explanations, thank you for that love, beautiful, are saved for people who, actually want to know something, who actually are coming with the inquisitive mind. But a bitch who come through the door already judging or trying to be shady is a bitch that probably don't care to have anything explained to her. You know what I'm saying? Or him or her, whoever it is. So in some cases, I do feel like you will have to like directly just kind of defend, and it will just kind of like depend on what that person said. Thank you for that love, beautiful. And just be like, no, we not doing that, or no, this ain't that. Some cases gonna be like, bitch, I'm sorry, did you say something? I didn't hear anything. Acting like, you know what I'm saying, block party. Thank y'all for the love. How beautiful. Yeah, intuition heavy, right? And each and every moment, like, you'll know how to address it. But, I'll say this, never address anybody from a place of feeling pressure to do so. You don't owe nobody an explanation for anything. And if there is an explanation, may it be heavily rooted in the fact of, baby, I'm doing what I want to do because I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what God telling me to do. I'm minding my business. Now, however you choose to word that, beautiful, I'm saying, like, that's on you. We all got different flavors of read around here. Okay? You understand, Kelly? Okay? Thank you for that love, beautiful. But it really just depends. And some days, like I said, your ancestors may stand up in you a little bit heavy, and you may have to read a bitch from A to Z and back. Other days, you really may have to just look at the motherfucker like, I'm sorry, did you say something? Not responding to stupidity today. Not doing it. Hey, my love. Okay, Ashe. Anything else that needs to be said about this energy here, Spirit? Yeah, 7 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, some of y'all, like, really, again, like, everything that you're about to be deciding to do here moving forward, or a lot of the choices that you're about to make here, is going to be very, about you. It's going to be pro you. It's going to be pro inner power. It's going to be pro you feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Or you feeling, really, really in alignment with what God has told you to do or chosen you to do here, okay? And Spirit is just telling you, don't apologize about any of those choices here. For a lot of you guys, too, where God is taking you, right? Because like I said, for some of you, this is an urge for, God already told you specifically what to do. You know what I'm saying? How to show up, how to get it started. For some of you, you don't know what that is, but there's about to be an opportunity presented towards you that you're going to have to make a choice to, get into here, okay? For some of you, it will look like traveling or relocating, literally going somewhere outside of where you live or the community that you live in to receive this opportunity. But whatever it is here, my love, like, go for it. All gas, no brakes. Because God is, again, just continuing to remind us and let us know, like, baby, you're equipped. And whether you know it or not, a lot of this that God is about to put you in position for, or has been putting you in position for, that you're about to step into, you were literally born for this. You're literally born for this. This is what your life is truly about here. Yep. 3 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the King of Pentacles coming out here. And some of y'all about to have some people, you know what I'm saying, like, working with you that are so powerful, man. Like, that's gonna be a really healing thing for a lot of you guys too. Even as I've been speaking about, like, the insecurity for some of you guys, and not coming out or putting yourself out there because of certain underlying fears here. And even when I spoke about, too, the lack of confidence could be coming from the fact that you were surrounded by so many people who were always skeptical or always, trying to downplay you in some sort of way here. So for a lot of you, too, that's going to be one of the most healing factors, the way in which you're going to have so many people coming to support you, It's not only, of course, we want the support. We love the support as is. But what is subconsciously going to feed to you, to your inner child, is that, damn, I'm worthy of help. Damn, I really do have good ideas that, are worthy of attention from other people. That, you know what I'm saying, when you see how hard people as well will be working or going in for you, you know what I'm saying, or how they're going to constantly, and consistently be showing up for you here, is going to reinforce in your heart and in your mind in such a beautiful way that what you're doing is important. You are important. You're worthy of, being looked after or being shown up for here. And for a lot of you, that's what you need, okay? Kiki, if you're asking about the readings are 1818 today, okay? But that's going to be so freeing for you to know that, to see that community surround you in that way here, okay? So again, that's whether you are coming up with the idea, right? You are the entrepreneur here and people are just surrounding you in this vision. Or again, you're going to be walking into an atmosphere that's already created for you, to where people are just, you know what I'm saying, like notes and pen in hand, like what you need, you know what I'm saying, like what can we learn from you. People are really going to be, you know, trusting you, trusting your gift here, trusting your power. So that's why Spirit wants you to trust as well too, right? How powerful you are. Look at this solar plexus glowing. That's the energy of, you know, your inner power. Solar plexus does, you know, talk about our ability to be confident, our ability to, you know, really be like, I said what I said, I'm standing on that type vibe here. But whatever inner power as well looks like for you, I got you, Kiki baby. You'll be first on the list. Whatever that inner power looks like for you, you know what I'm saying? Like Spirit is saying, yes. There's going to be a lot of people that are super attracted to that, super dependent upon that, and not codependent, right? But they are going to be, you know what I'm saying, the same way in which you guys, you know, come and you keep coming back here, right? You know, with an exception if this is your first time, but my regular tribe, the same way y'all come and y'all keep coming back here, right? You know, with an exception if this is your first time, but my regular tribe, the same way y'all come and y'all keep coming here for the truth and for the updated news and everything, right? You don't depend on this, right? If I disappear, your life gonna go on, you still gonna grow. But you are leaning into this energy that God is giving you, you know, to feel safe, to feel confident, to get those confirmations that you really desire here. So for a lot of you, again, you're gonna be that person for somebody else, and be okay with that. Be okay with that. Remember again that your humility has really been re-established within you through everything that you've already gone through. So, you know, even if you're in that space of trying to find that fine line, or be clear on that fine line between confidence and being, you know, conceited and things like that, if that's what you're worried about, right? Spirit's like, yeah, baby, you've done enough in humility, right? To even have these gifts or to have these things provided to you. But now the confidence in which I need you to step up and know that you got these gifts, or, you know what I'm saying, know what this gift means to you, that's relevant now. And you're not going to be able to have that confidence, but still, again, play into like all that gaslighting energy of everybody who talking about some, oh, you think you all the dead and you da 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 da. Fuck them. And when you eliminate them from the equation altogether for yourself, it's definitely going to make it easier for you to, you know what I'm saying, really see your power and see the ways in which it's reflected back to you, whether that's you coming into contact with more powerful people, or again, that's just you having these confirmations of, you know, coming back to you through the way people are like, oh my God, you really helped me. You blessed me. I appreciate that. You don't know the effect you had on my life, X, Y, Z, right? But the point of it all is we won't know. We won't have these experiences until we surrender to the need to step up to do it, okay? So that message again, I do feel Spirit is telling me to pick these cards up, shuffle again, and do another spread here, okay? So I do feel that message was a message in itself. Again, take it how it resonates. For whoever needs that message, make sure you take that and allow, again, God to give you that confidence, right, through this activation in this message to do what you got to do, okay? Just know that God got you here with that, all right? Okay, Spirit. That's that message. I do hear you telling me to shuffle again here. There's something else that needs to be said. Please make it clear and concise for me. As I'm shuffling as well, if you would like to get added to the list for a personal reading on live, which will be done after this collective reading. Readings are 1818 and my payment methods are listed in the bio. I accept Cash App and for this collective reading. Readings are 1818 and my payment methods are listed in the bio. I accept Cash App and PayPal. This collective reading. Readings are 1818 and my payment methods are listed in the bio. I accept Cash App and PayPal. Am I frozen, y'all? Let me know. Am I frozen? Somebody says buffering. Let me know if I'm back. Says buffering. Let me know if I'm back. Okay. Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers card. Ooh, who is this? I was about to say, I gotta see what energy this is. I can't tell just yet if this is the energy from the past, but this is a lover, okay? This is a love energy here that is pushing through. I just need to see. Let's tell me more about this, Spirit. Tell me more about this. Is it frozen, y'all? Make sure too, if it frees up sometimes, if you click out of the live and then come back in, it may do what it needs to do. Thank you for subscribing, beautiful. Okay, yeah. If anybody else, if it's still buffering, go out of the live and then come back in and maybe it'll correct itself, okay? Okay. Spirit, tell me about this. What's this energy about surrounding love here? You have the Nine of Pentacles following under the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. I'm hearing that for a lot of you guys, Spirit is really healing the energy of love in your life too, okay? This is going to be a big change for some of you guys as well too. Now, a lot of us have been in this energy of kind of just waiting on a divine partner here. A lot of you have already been actively healing your heart chakra here. Thank you for that love, beautiful, okay? But I do feel that this here is, Spirit is speaking to a very specific type of hurt here, okay, that could have happened in your past. And this is giving me the energy of like a betrayal here, okay? Now, I know that, you know, there's different flavors of hurt and pain and things like that too, right? But very specifically, this was, you know, somebody from your past or somebody that you dated that really betrayed your trust here, okay? With this King of Pentacles being out first, it could be somebody who was an air sign. I'm sorry, not an air sign. Well, it could be air sign too, but I was trying to say Pentacles, earth sign, okay? Could be somebody who was an earth sign, but it does not have to be. But this is definitely giving me the energy of somebody that you either were with for a while in this lifetime, or you had history with this person over past lives here. For some of you, it could be both, okay? But there was a very deep cut and a wound that this person left behind, okay? And I'm hearing too that for some of you, Spirit is highlighting how, right, you may be avoiding some things. Britta, thank you for the follow. 11:11 on my clock here. How beautiful. You may be avoiding some things when it comes down to what this person did to you. When we talk about healing it, okay? Now, what I'm hearing is somebody saying like, well, I don't want to think about that. And I'm hearing as well too, like, I'm done with that person, or I've cut them off, so it ain't no need for me to think about that or to revisit that or to, you know what I'm saying, like talk about that pain or what that person did to me like I'm over it. It's almost like, you're still feeling as though talking about it is you not being over it, or it may be painful still for you to talk about certain things here. But I'm hearing spirit say that there's a certain area, right, that you may be avoiding, that spirit is wanting you to just face here, okay? There's something too that is very important for somebody about having this conversation with yourself that says, yes, this person hurt me. Yes, this betrayal affected me in this way. Yes, I feel this way because of what happened here, okay? And just to have these real conversations, because what we don't want to happen, right, is us giving ourselves this false sense of healing, right, through the avoidant energy, okay? And that's what I feel like spirit is trying to highlight here. We talk about often too, just like with the childhood wounds, things that deal with your heart chakra, the relationships that you've had, your ability to trust in people. It also affects a lot of other things in your life outside of that relationship directly, or the relationship energy in general. How beautiful. It affects so much more. So even when you may be finding, yourself having other blockages in life, or why am I struggling here? Or even for some of you, I'm hearing something about you being able to really align with the energy of abundance. Like you have really been, struggling with that, or feeling like you're having a hard time, being able to call in abundance, or just align with abundance in general. That can even be affected by past hurt, you know what I'm saying, or things that happen here. And heavy emphasis on the energy of you being able to feel safe, okay? For a lot of you, it was the lack thereof that really, really made this wound as heavy and deep and as painful as it is, right? Shay. Because it was just like every person in your life that was supposed to make you feel safe, or every, relationship that you got in that you wanted to be safe in, to trust that this person, what I'm saying, like that it was an equal give and take, or that this person would not betray you that the way that they did. It's like, excuse me, thank you for that love, Dom. It's like in one way or the other, you watched all of that shit crumble. You watched this person fumble the bag. You watched this person, you know what I'm saying, like just, for some of you, just really carelessly fumble the bag at that, right? Like some people, they really could have been trying, and it just could have been some shortcomings, you know what I'm saying, like they just couldn't break out of. But some folks just really didn't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? And again, even though you got over it, even though you healed, even though you found a way to, you know what I'm saying, dig yourself out of the rut that energy put you in, there's something deeper here for some of you guys that spirit wants you to see and to know and to address within that space, okay? For some of you too, you may have tried to conclude your healing in the thought that, okay, well, I just can't trust nobody, or I just can't open up my heart again, and that's just that on that, and that's how I'm gonna be safe moving forward. Thank you for that love. But spirit like, nah, baby, it don't work like that, okay? Any energy or any mechanism that you're using right now to block, to numb yourself, to close off, to not deal with or face something directly head on here, that's the space where spirit is trying to get in there and like, let's open it up. Let's figure out what it is, honey, because you're going to need to be wide open and functioning properly, you know what I'm saying, where it is that I'm taking you. Even for a lot of you too, right? Because I said that spirit is highlighting how there was a specific betrayal related to your love life for you. So a lot of, what spirit is trying to prepare you for, and even bringing this message for, is a way to like look out for you, is even, you going into your next love situation, which is the one that is what you thought the other one was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like it does meet that standard. It surpasses that actually. God doesn't want you in that type of situation not being able to enjoy yourself or enjoy the fullness of that love that you actually deserve. Or for some of you, God don't want you self-sabotaging, before you even get the chance to get in this type of loving connection, because you're still blocking off, areas, that are still, maybe a little painful or sensitive, connected to what you've gone through before. So this is a time, to where Spirit is wanting you to face everything that you're saying that is too hard for you to think about, or everything to where it's just like, well, I don't want to deal with that right now. Like, I don't want to keep talking about that, or da, da, da. Like, that's the space in which God is trying to really work with you here. And again, for a lot of you, it is about, a past relationship, a past betrayal here, and the damage. And it ain't even just necessarily about the betrayal itself, but it's about the damage that it did to you that God is trying to really, really deal with, okay? So even take that understanding too, that God ain't just asking you to think about, something or somebody that hurt you, or, God is not trying to be cruel to you by bringing that back up. But again, it is time for you to heal from the effects of that. So sometimes it takes you going back and looking at all of those minor details, or replaying, through some of the things that happened that you may have overlooked in the heat of the moment, or your emotionality may have caused you to overlook, right? To be able to find those missing pieces that will finally allow the pain to go away once and for all, without you having to harden your heart, or be so hard in your demeanor altogether, closing yourself off, okay? So Spirit is definitely wanting to let a lot of you guys know too, right? That a lot of things that even you are still praying for to change and open up in your life, or you being prepared for something, right? Even if it's what we talked about, like in the first spread. God, how do I get prepared for this? How do I get this type of confidence? For some of you guys, the lack of confidence may be rooted in what I'm talking about right now. It could be rooted in a past rejection, right? That fear of rejection may still be hanging over your head because of this past relationship, which will also cause you to have fears when it talks about putting yourself out there in business, because you don't want to be rejected even in that. So you see what I'm saying? How the love energy, or this right here, stems out to a lot of different areas in life. So if it's like God is like constantly bringing you back to this, or telling you like, hey, I need you to focus on this. I need you to, like, heal this. I need you to release, feel what you need to feel. Even if it does still hurt, it's okay for you to say that. It doesn't mean that you're less healed because some things are painful, especially too, if you know that you didn't really take the time, or you didn't feel as though you had the safety or the space to release your emotions properly after walking away, or after having these people walking away from you. Honey, I don't care how many years ago that was, you still need to release. You still need to get rid of the last remnants of whatever that energy is. And for a lot of you, it will come through tears. It will come through a sense of anger, or I hate to use the word rage, but it might be rage for some of you guys, however you release that, okay? But please know that that moment of release, and however uncomfortable it may be, does not mean that you're reopening the wound, or, like you're going back down the rabbit hole to where, now I got to heal for 3 years again. Like, no, it's not that. It's just literally like a temporary sense of uncomfortability, right? So that you can get a long-term solution and a lesson from whatever that pain was, and be done with that pain once and for all. Okay, so Spirit again is pointing back for some of you guys, absolutely purging our shade love. The Spirit is pointing back for some of you guys. You may be, faced with some memories from, that old relationship. For some of y'all know exactly what connection this is. The Spirit is highlighting here. For some of you, if you don't know what it is, right, just pay attention to your memories that will be coming up here in the near future, and know that those memories, right, for some of y'all, some of the people themselves may try to resurface in your life, and that person coming back around may trigger like like you remembering what they did, or just kind of taking you back to that space. But Spirit is just saying, let it happen, right? And understand again, and stay grounded in the fact that you're doing this for the sake of learning what you need to learn, getting rid of what is no longer needed here, and healing from these bounds once and for all. Yeah, because some people, and confirmation with that coming through. Michelle, I got you, beautiful. You'll be number 2 on the list. Some of these people as well too, like I said, with that past energy coming through, this is still collective, my love. These are people who have, again, they left their dirty or bad seeds in your life, and to an extent you have still been bound by that, even though, you know what I'm saying, like, there's only one person here. She's sitting in front of her own reflection. There's nobody else in this card, but she still feels bound by all the ideas and the words and whatever else these people from her past have said. And notice too how, again, you see how the birds are flying around her mind. This could also be memories too, right? She may be stuck in, the past, or through the memories, or stuck in things that happened in the past here. So I'm telling you guys, for whatever this is, like, Spirit is letting you know once and for all here that these bounds are about to be broken. But in order for that to happen for some of you, it's going to take you dealing with and revisiting the details of what happened and how it affected you, to find the proper alchemy for the healing that you really do, need from this situation once and for all here. Okay, yeah, look. Two of Swords and the Judgment card coming out here. I'm telling you, see all these bounds, these birds, and the blindfold energy here. For a lot of you, again, like, this has been the only thing that's been in your way, and you may have really been trying to figure out, like, God, what is it? Like, I feel some sort of blockage, but to get to the root of it, to actually, change it, I can't figure it out. I can't figure out where it's coming from. And for some of y'all ain't even thought twice, or to think about this past person, because again, you like, I'm done with that. I'm not thinking about that shit no more. Fuck that person. You know what I'm saying? I'll even say, even for myself, right? Personal example. My marriage, y'all know I talked about how that came to like a really horrible ending, and even some of the things that I dealt with within my marriage. And when I finally got the strength and the energy to walk away from that and to be obedient to God, it was first and foremost a self-defense mechanism to forget the shit. You understand? Because to have to be so fresh out of this situation and to still be replaying it every day, I felt like I was still bound by what I was trying to free myself from, or what God was trying to free me from. So for years, a lot of the trauma and the things that I went through in the marriage, or even after, or just literally thinking about how I was, really, again, like I said, for a lot of you too, so heavily mishandled by the person who was supposed to be my safety. Thank you for that, love. How I was put the most in danger in my life by nobody else but the one person that I looked to for a sense of safety, right? Even if I didn't think that this person could protect me from everything, I wouldn't think that you would be the person creating, these issues in my life. But that's what it was. So, having to take years and just not think about it at all until I got to the point to where it was like I was healed enough, or, I felt strong enough again to now approach it and to say that, even though I'm like, man, fuck it, like, I'm grateful, I'm mature in my spirituality enough to say thank you and to see the good in the God and everything. That's all that counts. But God, like, yeah, it do. But at the same time, you also have to deal with how fucking tragic some of this shit was. You have to really, really, take a minute to reflect back on how bad you suffered through some of these things here, to be able to, again, have that respect for the strength that you have now, to be able to have more gratitude and respect for where you stand right now, right? Because I talk about all the time too, we get so strong sometimes to where we bounce back so quick from shit we don't realize or give, full acknowledgement to how, bro, that shit was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might need to take a minute and deal with myself and deal with that, you know what I'm saying? Or just breathe for a second, right? Before jumping into the next thing, or just trying to keep in the motion of life here. So for, a lot of you guys, and even for myself, that wasn't the easiest thing. Most of the time we just had to keep going, right? We have no choice. So this is why now maybe years down the line, months, maybe for some of you guys, Spirit is now saying, okay, now you remember that space back there where you just had to kind of, really push through and da 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 da. I still need you to go and deal with that, baby, because yes, you strong. Yes, you may not even know what traumas you're holding, but there is something there that I want you to release, that your higher self wants you to release too, so that you can continue to align with that highest version of yourself. So again, for a lot of you, think about whatever this relationship was, take some time to reflect over it, journal if you need to, have a straight up confessional about how that shit fucked you up. For a lot of you too, you never were able to do that because you had to be so strong in those situations. So even, some of y'all may have even had to put on like that resting bitch face when somebody was hurting you bad, 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 before you could even admit that or shed a tear in that moment or show any sign of weakness. You had to grit down and act like nothing was going on, or cry in the car, or figure it out later. So for a lot of you guys too, even that understanding, you need to go back and correct that. Give yourself that grace now to say, hey, we're safe. We're in a position to where we can release our emotions. We can express ourselves. And when something ain't right, we can say that. When something hurts us, we can say ouch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not have anybody take that and use that as leverage to, cut us even deeper. Yeah, we're not there anymore. So teaching yourself subconsciously how to express yourself, how to, release properly so that there aren't any blockages that will continue to be damaging to you and your growth or stunting your growth here. That's the point of this. Again, God ain't just trying to take you down memory lane and drag you through the same pain over and over again. No, baby. God is just trying to give you a deeper level of maturity to say, hey, you're not quite, and I don't want to speak this over nobody, right? I'm speaking to those in particular that I said, right? A part of your survival mode was just putting those traumas in the back of your mind. You couldn't really deal with it in that moment. But it's like, as long as it ain't hurting me so bad to where I can't function every day, I'm okay. I'm going to leave it where it is. I ain't going to touch it, right? I'm speaking to those people. Now you got to touch it, baby, okay? Now, in order for you to, experience the healing that you actually need at this time, at this moment, it requires you to touch that area of life. It requires you to revisit that, okay? So that you can properly heal and properly grow the way that God needs you to grow here. And like I said, for a lot of you too, this may be it for you. Okay. We're all in different stages in our healing zone here, right? But for some of you, as far as like what you can do now or as much as you can heal right now, this is kind of like that one piece where God is like, all right, this is what's next for you, okay? You've done a lot of deep healing. You've taken care of, a lot of other things in life. Toya, I got you, beautiful. You'll be number 3 on the list. I'm adding you in now. And thank you for sending in my love, okay? Some of you guys have, really dealt with a lot of different aspects in life. You've really gotten deep, into your healing process here. But like I say, those small little spaces to where it's like, damn, I still feel like there's something. I can't put my finger on it. Chin, the readings are 1818. And I have PayPal and Cash App. They're listed in my bio, okay? But it's 1818. But just whatever those kind of like what may even feel like invisible things, like, is it coming? It almost making you feel like, damn, is it somebody else doing something, like throwing something? It's almost like I keep hitting this invisible wall. And again, it's not even in the area where I got hurt. It's happening in my money, or it's happening in my relationship with my friends or my family or something here, or just even in myself, my ability to fully be able to embrace me and all of me and every aspect of me. Why is that so difficult? What am I still tripping over here? And for a lot of you guys, I'm here to give you a very solid confirmation that it's in this past connection, healing from this hurt here, okay? Hi, Jazzy baby, okay? And for some of you too, right? that's going to be a sense of relief that you now have like a focal point to just be like, okay, cool. Now that I know where I need to focus, I'm going to tackle that. I'm going to handle that, right? It's not even about you being afraid to heal that space, right? You just didn't know like what it was or where it was here. Okay, so spirit is definitely telling you to go deeper in that area if that's your story. For some of you, you already know that that's where you need to heal again, and you're just avoiding it. And for some of you, it could still be a little bit fresh. Like I said, it could be like a year or less that that something could have happened. Confirmation, yeah, that something could have happened, you know what I'm saying, like to where this really cut you, or you felt this, betrayal or rejection or whatever this is here. So but spirit is letting you know that's going to make it easier for you to heal and evolve and come out from under feeling this constant sense of pain once you really are able to deal with this and just speak on how bad this really hurt you, or what, what parts really hurt here, okay? For some of you too, speaking on it will also allow your inner child a voice, okay? Because think about this as well. Our inner child deals with everything that we deal with as adults. And when you think about the literal understanding of a child facing a situation versus an adult facing it, it just shows you again the ways in which this can affect you, right? So think about, some of these situations too, this betrayal that you were in or that you faced. It wasn't just you as your 20, 30, 40, 50, however year old self dealing with this. It was also baby you feeling that same rejection, feeling that same betrayal. So the way in which you would nurture a child that has been hurt in that way, that's the same type of nurturing and love that you need. The same way in which you would ask a child, tell me everything that happened. Tell me how that made you feel, right? The way you talk to your children, or, if you don't have children, just children in general, and you really pick their brains and you ask the right questions to get them to explain how they feel, right? You see how I'm correlating this here? Same thing for yourself. Time to talk to you, to vocalize from within yourself how certain things made you feel. And it is important. Fuck what you've been taught. Fuck what even accepted for yourself to say, well, nah, don't nobody care. You just gotta suck that up. We adults, bro. You gotta put your big girl panties on. That's true. Okay? But honey, hear me when I'm saying too, that you put your big girl panties on in survival mode to keep it moving, so you don't succumb to the pain or the fear or whatever it is. But that does not negate the fact that you gotta heal it. Period. And healing it means talking about it, dealing with it, revisiting it, looking at it, observing it, asking questions, right? Getting down to the root of the pain. So dealing with it, revisiting it, looking at it, observing it, asking questions, right? Getting down to the root of the pain. So, okay, sorry, y'all. I think I went out again. But it won't resurface in other areas of your life either, because it's like there's a full out emotional alchemy that's coming to it as you release, as you heal, as you get it out of you, okay? So let that flow. Again, pay attention to whatever this past relationship hurt is, especially too as we're, in this full moon energy, the shadow energy. This is the perfect time to release, okay? So some of you guys may need to even be journaling under the moonlight at nighttime, really just speaking about what happened. Some of you guys too I'm hearing spirit say, practice telling your story, okay? So even if there's you writing it out, like you writing a book, like you literally be telling a story that somebody will be reading. Confirmation burp for some of you is about literally getting on the recording on your phone through video or vocal notes or something like that, and just talking about retelling the story. This happened. And sometimes just even in narrating or retelling the story, you're going to be able to find like, yeah, and when this happened, now that I'm thinking about it, like this shit really affected me this way, or this happened, or I really saw this, or I realized this, right? So understand that God is giving us this instruction for a very clear reason, okay? And I feel that for a lot of you guys, as you're releasing or as you're speaking about it, you're going to realize as you as you're releasing or as you're speaking about it, you're going to realize my Wi-Fi keep going in and out. I don't really understand why. It's not doing it on any of my other devices. Yeah, it's still on my other phone. Anyway, but it's coming to an end anyway for this collective period with me, okay? Um, but yeah, it's time, my love. So reflect on whatever this connection, this past connection was, this betrayal. Be very honest and very straightforward about how it, affected you. Allow yourself as well to freely speak to you know what I'm saying. You may even ask your inner child, right? If we talk about journaling or, you know, being able to channel those spaces within you that really need to speak up or come forward, ask your inner child, baby, fill in your name. How did this make you feel? When we went through this, what did it make you feel? And be very descriptive in releasing that, and heavy emphasis on releasing it. Don't just think about it or, let it play in your mind. Find some way to get it out. Talk about it. Record yourself speaking about it. Write it down here, okay? However that's going to work for you. But getting it out is going to be important, okay, my loves? Is there anything else that needs to be said about this, spirit? Any other instruction that you have for the loved ones in this light of healing here? Yeah, spirit is just letting you know that you are protected when you do it too, okay? For a lot of you, that space of vulnerability may be a little bit challenging. Some of you too may be dealing with trying not to feel weak. You're trying to separate emotionality from weakness too. Okay. So that may be another reason why some of you guys have avoided this space of, that particular emotion, because you feel like it may make you feel weak, or admitting that something hurt you is like a form of weakness here. But spirit is saying not so, okay? This right here will make you stronger. It will make you feel more stable as well. But knowing too that it is, because it is a space of vulnerability, you're also going to have more protection around you and more support too, okay? I do feel, I always say too, that this is my ancestors card, right? When they talk about them protecting you or looking out for you, this card always shows up. So a lot of times too, when you're in those purging and healing sessions, you will feel ancestral presence. Like they will literally almost like circle around you and surround you, to just vibrate love and nurturing energy to you, okay? So almost like circle around you and surround you, to just vibrate love and nurturing energy to you, okay? So sometimes it really do be like Wi-Fi issues and shit like that. But today, I don't know. It's feel like something different. I ain't gonna speak on it. I'm gonna deal with it off camera. I really am, because I do feel like it's something else, probably around this full moon energy. But yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do, because we pretty much at the end of this collective. I'm gonna try to end this live and I'm gonna come back on. Because I feel like it's trying to do this thing, like it's gonna keep trying to drop out here. I'm watching it. But I'm gonna try to end this live and come back on so I can do these readings. So Kiki, Michelle, Toya, if y'all here, make sure y'all look out for me to come back on here, okay? Trying to see what it's gonna do. Like if it's gonna do right, I'm gonna try to keep it going. But if not, I'm gonna end it and come right back in. Like drop my Wi-Fi, go back on and come back in. I'm gonna see what it's gonna do. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. But I'm gonna end this right here though for the collective though, officially. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages. Thank you for the truth. Thank you for both important messages that you sent out today through this reading, Spirit. And thank you for every person that is here to receive it in this live or, God, watching the replay. I do pray, God, that for every person that is making true attempts to surrender to this energy and to make the changes that are necessary, God, that you would help them, that you would give them all that they need, give them the strength, the power, the confidence that they need to step into their power, into their gifts, and as the confidence that they need to step into their power, into their gifts. And as well, God, for those that are in this healing energy of needing to alchemize some heavy things from the past, God, nurture them and surround them in love as they do so. We do thank you, God, for always looking out for us, giving us the truth that we need. Thank you as well, God, for giving it to us in a timely manner, giving us the instruction at a time, God, where it will affect us in the best way, in the most powerful way. And we do appreciate you for that always, Spirit, for looking out for us. Continue to protect us. Continue to immediately show up and pay a visit to any person or any energy that is trying to come against me or anybody in this tribe. Anybody, Spirit, who's standing in your name. May their punishment be swift, be heavy, be just. And may the reward in return be great for us. And we thank you for that. Ashe, ashe. All right, y'all. So it ain't dropped yet. So I'm going to try to stay. And you're so welcome, my love. Thank you for being here. I'm going to try to stay and do these readings that I have. But of course, y'all know if something happened and it do drop out, I'm gonna come back on, or I'll reach out to you individually if you pay for a reading. Okay. All right. So again, thanks to everybody who was here for the collective. Love y'all real bad. And as well, if you missed any of it, or if you just want a replay of the messages, look out for the next couple of days for that on my YouTube. Okay. All right, so I got Kiki first. Are you ready, my love? Let's see, did you put anything in your notes? And let me know if you're going with the flow, if you got a message. Okay, I don't see anything. All right, let me know, baby. We're going with the flow if you got a question for me. Sometimes it'll block the comments too, Kiki. So if you put in something, I don't see it yet. Z, thank you for the follow, love. I don't know if you have responded already with flow or question, but I don't see it on my end if you have. You're so welcome, beautiful. Thank you for being here. And beauty is her name. Hoping I can make you mine. For another man steals your heart. Is her name. Hoping I can make you mine. For another man steals your heart. Okay, buffering. I saw you put buffering. Okay, buffering. I saw you put buffering. I'm finna try to end. I'm gonna end it and I'm gonna come back. Okay, so look out for me. If you're not following me and you watching, make sure you follow right now so you don't lose my account. But especially for those that I'm about to read for, Kiki, Michelle, Toya, Empress. I don't know if you heard me before it went out either, but thank you as well, beautiful, for that donation that you just sent in. I appreciate that so much. I always appreciate the love. But I'm finna try to end this right quick, okay? So y'all look out for me again, Kiki, Michelle, Toya. I'm gonna end this and come right back. See if I can get this together. And